Warning, the Stone Age Gamer includes a lot of bad language. Cover your mother***ing ears.
Good evening and welcome to the Stone Age Gamer Podcast. I'm Kris Randazzo and joining me tonight is confusing console name Dan Ryan.
Hey
Dan
Kris,
Ryan 1. It's better than the Dan Ryan 360. He's the Dan Ryan 1.
What do you get when you mix human DNA and goat DNA?
Pass.
Kicked out of the petting zoo.
Wow. Well, this is it, folks. The final Stone Age starter kit. If you had $100 to start a physical Xbox One collection, which game should you get? Chum Up? Nope, I didn't write that.
Chum Up?
Yeah. It was last week's Chum Up the Chuck Norris, but that's not this week.
Yeah, no, that's...
Oh, I totally had a joke, and I don't know what I did with it. Assume I said something clever, because the Stone Age Gamer Podcast starts now. December 1st. All right. Hi, everyone. It is episode 491. It is the week of December 1st, 2023. Goodness gracious me. Where did the time go? It's Black Friday
I don't know.
when we're recording this.
Yeah.
Which is, it's exciting.
Did you go do any Black Friday shopping?
Yeah, I did. I actually, my sister-in-law gave me her credit card, and I went out first thing in the morning and bought a cheap TV from Walmart.
Oh, nice. For her or you?
For her, because the old one didn't work anymore.
Okay. That's fair.
There was some surprise moisture involved.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Sorry. I forgot. I forgot we were talking
story.
about that.
Anyway, yeah, that was it.
None of you will know.
I went out to the local Walmart, and it was pretty empty, because I was there like 2 hours after they opened, and I got the last of the one TV that was on super sale, so that felt pretty good. Went back to her house, got it all hooked up, and it was good times. But yeah, other than that, I haven't done any shopping yet. Just yesterday was Thanksgiving.
Well, there really weren't any sales worth looking into this year.
Nothing that I needed, like Stone Age Gamer's Black Friday sales full of all kinds of cool stuff, none of which I need.
Yeah, sure.
As for a lot of mods and stuff, I'm like, yeah, I don't know what to do with that. So
no, all of that's super cool. I was just
what I want is an Apple TV, and like the best Black Friday deal on a new Apple TV was like $6 off at Best Buy. I'm like, $6 off? I'll bust down the door for that shit.
Get the fuck out of the way. Yeah, no, like everything. Usually at this time of year, there's one or two video games that somebody will put on sale for like $20, to get people in the door or whatever.
Right.
And like all of the games that I have been interested in that I haven't purchased yet are all on sale, not for $20, but for about $20 off. So like Mortal Kombat 1 is on sale for $42 instead of $60, and AEW Fight Forever and Liza P, like everything's still over $40. Like, it's not a Black Friday sale. That's not what it is. You guys have fucking missed the memo.
The deep discounts, like Metal Gear Solid Master Collection is $40. Like, okay, but first off, I probably shouldn't be buying any games for myself with Christmas right around the corner. But also, like, that's not the deep discount.
That's not the Black Friday price.
That's not the buy two get one free on full priced games or something like that. It's not the It's just not quite what I was after.
I don't know. Like I was totally okay with it, honestly. Because I wasn't super into anything from Record Store Day today. Like, I wanted the Judgment Night soundtrack just because it's such a fucking wild-ass movie, and it's the Faith No More and Booyah Tribe song that's on there is really, really good. There's a couple other things that are really good on there, but, like, I didn't need to go deal with the hassle of Record Store Day at my local shop to go get that. So like I went and got my Bourbon County Stout this morning and went and put up my aunt's Christmas lights. And then I went over to my other record store with the dude who does not carry new records and does not do record store day. And I got that's not true. He does carry new records, but it's not like the focus of his store. So for a grand total of $15 today to support him on this record store day, I got a copy of Frank Turner's Be More Kind, Elvis's Christmas album, and a sealed copy of it's because I think it's a compilation record. I don't think it's an actual release. Let me look it up real quick so I don't fuck up the title. A sealed copy of, it's called Built for Speed, a 1982 compilation of Stray Cats songs. So, like, it's got Rock This Town and Stray Cat Strut and, like, all the shit, Lonely Summer Nights, like, anything that you would want from, like, early Stray Cats. But it was still fucking sealed. And he was like, $2. I was like, all right, dude, fuck, sweet. Right on.
I did get one. So where I was at my my sister-in-law's, and she has no record stores near her. So, but Matt from Waveback Podcast, he was going out to Record Store to get something, and he wound up grabbing the one that I was after, which was the Konami Classics, the Best of the NES from the Konami Kohia Club.
That seemed pretty cool.
Yeah, this has got a whole lot of weird, awesome. It's like the Blades of Steel music is on here, and Track and Field 2, and Snake's Revenge, Monster in My Pocket, Gradius, Russian Attack. Like one.
I saw that. It
looked
pretty cool. I just don't know how much I would ever play it.
I mean, yeah, I will.
I know you will.
That's not even a question. But there was also that other, what's that place that was doing the free records, like just pay shipping?
Yeah.
We were talking about that in the Discord. I wound up getting, what did I wind up, what was that one called? Did you get anything from that?
No.
Oh shit, look at that. It's the Sound of Vinyl, and it's actually shipping. Because the last time Sound of Vinyl did this, I ordered, what was it, Octung Baby, U2.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, I'll take that for nothing. Why not? And then they were like, never mind, you can't have this. I was like, fuck you.
Fuck you. We're taking it back.
But I just now got shipping confirmation for Motown Christmas.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I did look at that, and I was thinking about it.
Yeah, I mean, it was like $14 shipping, but $14 for this Motown Christmas record. Yeah, okay, I'm into that.
Yeah, no, that's not a bad price.
No, not at all. It's got it's Jackson 5. Let me see what else is on here. What else is on this thing? Motown Christmas. Show me the track list. Show me potato salad. Where are you?
Always funny.
It's never not funny. There we go. Motown Christmas. What's on this one? We've got this isn't telling me the artists. What the hell? Why can't I here, visit our store. Show me Motown Christmas on here. I'm so excited to start listening to Christmas music. Didn't do it today for some reason. Tomorrow we're doing Christmas proper.
I put it on as soon as dinner was done. I bought for Katie like 2 months ago. I just happened to be walking through the store and saw for the first time on vinyl Mariah Carey's Merry Christmas, and I was like, "Yep, that's happening." And then I also grabbed a Nightmare Before Christmas soundtrack, like a double whatever, for Penn. So as soon as dinner was over, like Katie was, cleaning plates or doing whatever she was doing in the kitchen. And I was like, all right, it's time. So like I went over and I snuck it on and I dropped it, right on fucking All I Want for Christmas Is You. And she was so fucking excited. It was awesome. I was very happy about it.
I'm pretty excited to make that happen tomorrow. Today just wasn't the day. But tomorrow we're getting the tree. We're doing all the decorating. I got everything down from the attic when we got back from my sister-in-law's. And then over dinner, we watched Christmas Vacation. So
nice.
We're properly underway. So this Motown Christmas has Jackson 5, Stevie Wonder, The Supremes, Smokey Robinson and the Miracles. That seems to be it. Everything is just them over and over again. But
that's awesome, though.
Yeah,
it's not bad.
Nice little collection. I'm excited about that. I got I saw the Vince Guaraldi Peanuts thing. I got that like last month. So I'm ready with some Christmas albums for this year. I'm excited. First thing tomorrow morning, I'm jumping right in, getting all Christmassy all over this place. It's gonna be great.
And no, I popped on my. It took me. I had to purchase 3, and I don't know how the fuck I found 3 separate copies of it, but in like digging through Goodwills and whatever, the Kenny and Dolly Christmas record for the TV show they did that I played last year on our show. The Once Upon a Christmas, I fucking like had to buy 3 copies of that record before I found one that didn't skip on the first track. And like I was playing that yesterday. I've got the Michael Bublé Christmas. We did a little. I've got the Sinatra Christmas album, the Merry Christmas by Bing Crosby. So we did those, and then I have a Happy Holidays with Frank and Bing record that's got both of them on it. So I was like, all right, we'll do them solo, and then we'll do the Frank and Bing together. I did pick up Makes Me Very Happy. I picked it up for Tiff. We haven't listened to it yet because I'm not a gigantic fan, but of course she is. The Barbra Streisand Christmas album, which is just, a fucking dyed-in-the-wool Jew doing Christmas songs is just kind of awesome, and I loved everything about that. And I think my favorite one that I've picked up so far this year is do you know Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass Band?
Nope.
Okay. They do some pretty great shit. There's one really like famous record cover the Taste of Honey and Whipped Cream and Other Delights that has a taste of honey on it and a couple other tracks. Like it's usually instrumental stuff, but it's a Tijuana brass band. Like it is exactly what it sounds like. But he did a Christmas record, and I just found that at Goodwill like a week ago, and it's fucking dope. I love it.
Nice. Yeah, there was something at our local record shop that we were really interested in. It was I can't remember what it was. It was some Christmas album that we were like, oh, that looks really interesting. But it was like $35. Like, not without hearing it first. No, that's not the impulse buy that I was thinking.
Yeah.
But Dan, I have some interesting news that happened over the course of last week. We got ourselves somebody who was really not fond of us.
Oh, really?
We started getting some.
Don't listen.
Yeah, this is
that seems pretty easy. Fucking listen then.
It started off. It was somebody who found us on YouTube.
Okay.
It was at Video Stash 413, and some of his responses have disappeared. I was able to find a couple of them, but the first thing that showed up was actually on my Mario video. He just commented, "A few inaccuracies noted." Inaccuracies spelled incorrectly, which is just deliciously ironic. But that immediately concerned me because I was like, oh, I took great pains to make sure I didn't fuck that up. You know, I try to fact check myself as much as possible. So I went back to my notes and I was like, I don't see anything wrong here. I can't personally figure out what this person's talking about. Nobody else has commented about anything being inaccurate. So I, responded, please let me know what you found, because if I need to make a correction, then I will. Like, I'm happy to admit that I'm wrong. I'm wrong a lot, but this one's, I feel like I researched these pretty well before I do them. So then like an hour or so later, he commented on my video I did last year about like the things I liked in gaming in 2022. And I can't remember exactly what he said, but it was something about like, wow, somebody actually liked woke Battletoads. It's like,
oh, I love this guy.
Okay, so
I love this guy. Woke Battletoads? That's a thing?
Woke Battletoads. Like, all right.
Fucking eat a dick.
was trying to remember, like, what the fuck was woke about Battletoads? And I was like, oh no, he's probably upset because, they changed the Black Queen from a space dominatrix into a scientist. And that must have been really upsetting.
I mean, I'm certainly upset by that, but...
Then he started listening to our old podcast episodes.
Oh, good.
And see, this is the thing. He's listening to podcasts that are over a year old.
Sure.
So I have absolutely no idea what he's talking about. This one I wish I could...
They could be over a week old, and I wouldn't know.
I wish I could still find, but it was something about he was really angry about us talking about diversity, like in some sort of movie casting. It was like he was really upset about us being okay with like there being some sort of diversity in movies, and it ended with him saying "screw you," and I was like, "Oh boy, this has gotten real special."
That's fun. I mean, this is again. We've talked about it, Kris, and you and I have never let our political leanings show even a little bit. I don't know who you voted for. You certainly can't tell who I voted for. This is not the show for you then, buddy. That's all right. It's okay.
And but he kept listening because 4 days ago, he commented on one of my Stone Age Countdown videos, which was just a pretty innocuous thing about Wampum on NES being a secret sequel, and I agreed. But then there was our episode 367. He just commented, "Oh, boo-hoo, showing some skin. Grow up."
When have we ever talked about that being a bad thing? Unless it's like, I don't know, fucking unnecessarily sexualized nonsense or like children. Other than that, I don't think I would describe either of us as prudes.
Yeah, I'm not, like, again, this was 367, so that was a while ago. I really don't know what we're talking about.
130 or 120 episodes ago.
And
what
then,
could that have possibly been?
But this is the same day he comments on episode 433. So we went from 367 to 433, and the comment was just, "It's actress, not actor." So, I mean...
Okay. Man, that's weird.
The little bit of due diligence that I've done is that there seem to be some people in the world that don't think that's the case. They would prefer to be called actors. Everyone should be an actor, not actor and actress. And you know what? It doesn't affect me, so why not say actor instead of actress? It doesn't hurt me to go out of my way to make people who don't like the term actress not upset for some reason, so fuck it. So I responded to him, "Are you okay? You seem to be hate listening to all our old podcasts, and there has to be a better use of your time." We haven't heard from him. I don't know.
Since. They're fucking good episodes, though. Like, there's some good shit that he's going to get to. Maybe. Yeah, well, I don't know if he's just randomly... All kidding aside, I really don't understand it. I really don't... I don't watch Fox News. It's not for me. That's okay.
Yeah, doesn't have to be.
I don't agree with the things like, as soon as you throw like, oh, the woke battle, like as soon as you throw some shit like that out there, like
as you're using the term woke, like
that's just not going to take you seriously, because it's just battle. They're not woke. They're fucking frogs. Toads, actually.
They're toads.
But they're not a thing. They don't exist. They're not real.
That the people that made the game decided to make the Black Queen a scientist instead of a space dominatrix. I understand.
That's okay.
That must be very upsetting to you to no longer be able to get aroused from Battletoads. It's very upsetting.
But like if something's not for you, then just like let it go, move on to the next thing. There's so much in the world. I am sure there is the anti-woke gaming podcast, whatever the fuck that one's called.
There's tons of them out there.
I'm sure there is. Video games, this like industry and whatever, has been a particularly horrible place for lots of different people for a very, very long time. And it's not as bad as it was, but it's certainly not great still. But like, so just go listen to them, man. Like, it's all right. I disagree. I hope whatever's bothering you gets handled, because there's obviously something missing in your life. And this is usually like where we get torn down, like those of us who are like you and me, in that, like, oh, so now you're gonna fucking tell me there's something wrong with me and whatever. Like, I'm not saying there's something wrong, but I do have a degree in this shit. If you pursue that avenue of like that hate watching, hate listening, just like, oh, somebody said something I disagree with, so I'm going to go rampage against it and find more like there's something missing in your life, and I hope you find it, because that just can't be a happy way to live. It just can't be.
That's why I said there has to be better use of his time. But Video Stash 413, if you really do want to say something to us, by all means, please do, and let us know why these things make you so angry. I don't understand why being okay with diversity in movies, or maybe not over-sexualizing women, or referring to them as actors instead of actresses, I don't understand why that makes you so mad. Please let us know.
But also don't let me know. Because that's the thing. Like, I hope you find the thing that makes you happy, and I hope you get whatever you need out of life, and you like all of those things. But I don't care. Like, I don't really care
more
to
know
know
why.
Anything,
let me know what you found inaccurate in my Mario video.
Yeah, that I actually care about. But like, I don't care why someone would look at like, we should sexualize women. Like, I don't want to hear your fucking opinion on that. I don't know. I don't care what you have to say on that opinion. There's no middle ground there. We're good. That is an agree to disagree thing. I don't give a shit. Like, it's totally cool when you swap the race of characters, for the most part, in a film or television project. If they were white in the original and their whiteness is not central to their character, then yeah, like, you just get the best actor to do the best job. Like, it's fine. Would anybody be super pissed if Giancarlo Esposito was fucking Charles Xavier? I don't think so, if he's the best dude for the job. You know what I mean? That would be strange. There's nothing about Charles Xavier, and I don't know why I went with that one, but there's nothing about him where he has to be a white guy. You know, like, the only one that I am
he is an old rich guy. It's just, I feel like he's an old rich guy.
Okay,
in
that's
Westchester. Having him be anything but a white guy is going to be kind of weird.
I mean, there's maybe a little bit to that, but like, I don't know. It would have been weird if they would have like cast an Asian actor, because I saw so much of that. Like, and maybe that's what they were talking about. Because I know we talked about that before, of like how it was weird that people wanted an Asian actor to be Iron Fist. It's like,
right,
but
yeah.
you've never read the story, and that somehow feels more racist. Like, oh, get the Chinese guy to do kung fu. Like, that is like what you're saying, and that feels fucking super racist, because that's not what that story is at all. And like, I thought it was kind of fucked up that they made Michael Clark Duncan the Kingpin in the Daredevil movies. Like, oh, so the black guy is the crime guy? Like, that seems kind of fucking weird. But for the most part, it's not. It's okay. Doesn't matter. It'd be all right.
Yeah, I mean, Michael Clark Duncan I thought he was pretty good.
I think he was fine as Kingpin. I just thought, like, there wasn't any other role you could give Michael Clark Duncan in a Marvel movie. And I know that was like pre-Marvel and whatever. Like,
yeah, this is pre-Marvel movie.
You had to make him the bad guy. The black guys always have to be the bad guys in the movie. Like, I thought that was kind of weird, but
Kingpin had to be just an enormous dude, and like Michael Clark Duncan was an enormous dude that could play that role.
And he did a good job.
I see what you're saying, but it was like, I looked at that and said, yeah, it's pretty good. But then the rest of the movie wasn't all that good.
No, it wasn't. Anyway, that's weird. I'm sorry. Username that I've forgotten already, and
Video
don't want you to. I was going to say you don't need to repeat it. It's okay. I hope
it's on my
I hope
notes
you find
right
happiness. Yeah, I hope you find happiness. But listen to a different show. It's not for you.
Yeah.
It's okay.
So you've been playing any video games this week?
Not really. I really haven't had time. Like with prepping the house and getting, because we hosted Thanksgiving. So like just prepping the house and helping Tiff. Tiff was working, like her first day off was Wednesday. So 2 days ago before we're recording this. So I had a lot of shit to do around the house and shopping and whatnot. I haven't played jack or shit.
I haven't played as much as I'd like. We didn't host, so I haven't had much time because we didn't host, but I've also been doing a lot of work this week.
Coughing.
It's been a lot of coughing still because fuck my lungs, but also just prepping for Black Friday.
And you took a couple days off, so now you got to fix everything that broke while you were gone.
Yeah, good times. But yeah, the Black Friday preparations and stuff for the site have been fairly consuming, in addition to like making sure that I got a video to post on Monday and making sure that there's a blog on Wednesday, and it's been a very busy week, but I have spent a bunch of time with Mario RPG, which has just been fantastic. It's pretty much all I've been the only newish thing I've been playing is Mario RPG, and I'm God, where the hell did I leave off? I just finished Booster's Tower, which was, oh my god, the music is so good. The game just looks wonderful. It just, I don't even know what else to say about it, because it is just Mario RPG. It's not really a new experience. It's literally just the old game, but looks new, which I love. I also love how weird this game is. Like, Mario gets frustrated, and he's got so much more character in this than he has in a lot of other projects that have happened since this,
Yeah.
And kind of a different personality a little bit. And they really didn't shy away from that. They kept this game exactly what it was. A few minor changes, but not the kind of stuff that you would expect. Like, he's really not wahooing or anything like that. He's just the same Mario from Mario RPG. The script is barely different. Everything's playing out the same. The new special moves are really neat to see. The game's still pretty easy as far as RPG standards go, which is fine because it's kind of supposed to be like my first RPG. It's not. I don't think it's any easier than the Super Nintendo game, to be perfectly honest. But I wish I had more to say other than like it's just great.
It's just really good.
It's freaking Mario RPG. The game is super charming. Now that I have all the characters, like when you level up in this game, all the other characters in your party do a little dance, including Bowser. So that's really fun.
That is super fun.
Bowser do a little happy dance. That's pretty great. The music has just been a constant source of joy. Like, I finally got to Rose Town. Rose Town is my favorite music from Mario RPG, and like they just nailed it 100%. It's so perfect. I love it so much. They added at least I think they added, I don't remember there being a bestiary in the Super Nintendo game, but you can go in and look at every monster you fought and get a biography of them, and if you use Mallow's mind read thing, you can hear their thoughts while you're fighting them, and they're all weird, and I'm pretty sure you could do that in the original game, but like it's in the bestiary too. So like you can press a button and see what their thoughts are if you've done it in battle. And God, it's wonderful.
It really does honestly make me super happy that game is as well received as it has been. Like I haven't seen just any negativity around it whatsoever. It's basically everything I've seen has been, that's fucking great. This is awesome. I'm
Mario
so happy.
RPG. It's exactly the way it was, except prettier now. Huzzah! Like I just couldn't be happier. And the only other thing I've been doing is I haven't really had the mental bandwidth to try any more Horizon Chase. It's because again, it's a racing game. It requires concentration, and I just don't have it. So whenever I'm too tired to play Mario RPG, I'm kind of like still in 2D Mario mode because of Wonder. I just loved Wonder so much. So I had said before Wonder I was considering doing a replay of all the old Mario games. So I just started doing that now. Like, we'll go back and start with Mario 1, but I did the Mario All-Stars version because I love the way it looks. And I skipped Lost Levels because I just don't like that game.
Because I'm just not gonna.
I'm like a couple levels into Mario 2, and then on my 3DS upstairs, I'm playing through Mario Land. Just having a very, very casual, no warp playthrough of all the old Mario, of all the 2D Mario games seems to be my mission. I don't think I'm going to play all the new games. I think I'll play the first new Super Mario Brothers and then stop. Maybe I'll try to play through U again. I don't know, because I really liked U, but yeah, that's where I'm at. That's all I really did as far as video gaming, because I just have not had the time at all.
Yeah, this whole like being an adult with responsibilities thing is pretty fucking shitty.
Yeah,
to be honest with you, not a big fan. I
wish I could just lay around not doing stuff all day. I'd like to just
oh
play
my god, that
games.
Sounds awesome. I just want to sit around and listen to records and play stupid fucking video games.
I'd like to not cough while I'm doing it too. That would be great. But
I'd even be all right with the coughing, honestly. If that was the trade-off, like okay, I'm fine with it.
Well, I think it's time for us to
just need to retire, Chris. That's the thing.
There you go. Need to retire rich and famous, or just rich. I don't need fame.
Before we go to break, though, I do have
no break. We still have week-old news.
Oh, I'm sorry. Before we go to week-old news, whatever. I have a question for you.
What is your question?
Why is Dwayne Johnson the only person who can turn lesbians?
I don't know.
Because Rock beats scissors.
Wow.
That's good. I like that one.
Well, on that note, it's time for week-old news. Oh boy, we've got a couple of news. It was a light news week, all in all.
It was. Holiday week usually.
Yeah, holiday week. A lot of the news stories have just been about, hey, this is where this TV's on sale. But we did get some fun news. One of my favorites coming from. Let me check the date on this one again because I forgot to write down the date. This just every single time this happens, this makes me happy. This was on the 21st. November 21st, an email from Intellivision showed up in my inbox. It's like, oh, look at you. Look at you. It's Intellivision. What's on the docket today in Amico news? So they officially launched the beta release of Amico Home, which is use your cell phone as an Intellivision Amico.
No. Oh, boy. You have to use two cell phones.
Well, if you want to play multiplayer, you have to use two cell phones.
No. You have to use two cell phones. You have to use one cell phone as a screen, Chris, and another cell phone as a controller.
I missed that.
Yeah. That's a thing you got to do, according to the research that I have done. And you know what? That is the most Amico-iest things that there could possibly be.
Yeah, it's pretty dumb. You've got to do the Amico Home app. Let's see. Install the free Amico Home app on a compatible Android device to turn it into a Intellivision Amico gaming console. A tablet is a good choice for the console device because the larger screen is easier for all players to view together. Or
Still
choose a
just
device
an app.
that supports a wired HDMI connection to your TV for a big screen experience with family and friends. And then the Amico controller app, turn an additional Android or iOS device into Amico controllers. By installing the free Amico controller app, connect as many as 8 controllers to Amico Home. Yeah, I didn't really piece that together. I figured, like, if you're playing single player, just a home by itself, and then if you want to play multiplayer, then you got to do the various controller things. But
in order to play an Amico game right now, Chris, you have to have 2 phones, which that's not
or a phone and a
craziest thing, or a phone and a tablet. That's not the craziest ask in the world, but it's still patently fucking absurd.
Well, yeah, especially because these games can't possibly be done anywhere but the Amico. Remember, that was the pitch. They have to be done on this unique controller. They can only be played this way.
But with all of the ill will that this company has fucking gotten, you would think in the beta that you would be able to just play these games, right? It's Astro Blaster and I forget what the other one is.
Astro Smash and Missile Command.
Astro Smash and
Missile Shark and Sideswipers on the way.
And they're $15 fucking a piece.
Yes, they're
not free in the beta. They're not free to try out. They're $15 goddamn dollars. You have to have 2 phones and then be stupid enough to fucking pay $15 fucking dollars. To fuck off. Jesus Christ.
Remember the rash of shit Nintendo got for Mario Run, which is a legitimately good game, being $10, and they want to charge $15 for these other games? Wow.
Jesus
wow.
Christ. Just fucking get bent.
I cannot imagine there's more than 10 to 15 people interested in this on Earth.
And it's all the people that fucking downloaded it for websites and shit. Like the story that's on Kotaku right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the people who downloaded it just to talk about the news, not necessarily enjoying it. I mean, like worldwide, there's got to be like 10 to 15 people that are like, I love Intellivision so much, I'm going to do this.
Yeah. I'm going to bust out my Samsung tablet, my Google Pixel, whatever fucking number they're on. And this is what I'm doing.
Connect it to my HD TV, and we're going to play some Astro Smash.
Come the fuck on, man. It just makes me angry. It's so fucking dumb. It's so dumb.
I'll read this straight from the email. Our ability to begin manufacturing Amico consoles in volume requires securing additional investment.
Of course it does.
Are you shitting me? Of
course it does. This console that was supposed to be out 3 fucking years ago.
You raised how many millions of dollars? Which is all gone now.
11.5.
It's all gone. And they still need more money. They still need more money to create this console. Unfreaking believable. And they think they're going to make that money with Amico Home. They think they're going to make up. The release of Amico Home puts us on a better footing to attract such investment to eventually fund manufacturing from the proceeds of Amico Home game sales. We remain dedicated to moving Intellivision forward step by step until we can deliver on the full vision of Amico, including the consoles. To which I say, absolute bullshit. There's no way. But you
unboxed the console, which means you were in production.
They were on the launch pad. The rocket's been built. They just need the fuel to take off. That's what Tommy said on more than one occasion. And it wasn't fucking true. Unbelievable. I just want this to be over. Every time I get these emails, I keep wanting it to be...
I know. We're done. Sorry, we fucked up.
We tried, we failed.
Just be honest. We fucked you. Ha! You fucking suckers.
Like, the only thing I can think of is that they're still saying they're trying to release this console so they don't get the shit suit out of them.
I mean, that really has to be it. And I genuinely feel bad for the people who Amico, or not Amico, Intellivision meant something to them.
Yeah.
You know, like, I can only imagine how fucking... Because it just never, like, even from the very beginning. Like, when they were talking about some of the Coleco stuff that might happen. It was like, yeah, no, none of this is happening. But, like, getting somebody like Tommy Tallarico, for as big as a fucking tool as he is, he's like, that's a significant name. You know what I mean? And, like, he talked a good game, and the early videos were promising and all of that. So, like, if he had done that with ColecoVision, I would feel like I would be feeling feelings about it, because Coleco's a very important brand to me. I don't give a fuck about the Intellivision, and never really have. So,
Coleco Chameleon probably hit you right in the gut.
Yeah, well, no, but that's what I'm saying. Like, the Chameleon, like, that just never... I don't know, it never felt like it was going to be anything more than what it was. And for as much as we bag on it now, the Amico felt different at the beginning. I thought it was a bad idea, but it seemed like an idea that was going to happen at the very least. That's what
I thought, too. I thought that there was... Okay, it seems like this is a thing that's just going to get made, and maybe it'll carve out an interesting niche like the Atari VCS did.
Right.
But
they fucking... An Ouya released. What a fucking terrible... That made it? That's a fucking terrible name for a console. You're getting the latest Ouya? Fuck off. Like, no. But, man, I do genuinely feel bad for people who were legitimately excited about this brand coming back and games that they loved and whatever. But if you're still on board to this day, it's your own fucking fault at this point. Stop being like, it's over, kids. It's been over for a very long time. Fucking
yeah.
Jesus. Because I'm with you. Because it makes me so angry. I don't ever want to talk about it again. But every time it comes up, I'm like, we got to fucking talk about this.
I just want it to be over. I want it to end. I want them to say it's just not going to happen. Just come right out and let this be over. It's like I want this and Chicken Wiggle to just be done. But it's still dragging on. But there you go. Miko technically lives. I'm not paying for it.
It could have been this from the beginning.
Yeah,
this is what it should have fucking been.
From the start, yeah.
From jump. This is all it should have been. But you're charging $15 for games? After you've already sold NFTs and RFIDs of games that you can't fucking play anywhere?
I have my Atari VCS. It's right there on my shelf next to me. I did play it for like 15 minutes last week. I was down here and I was like, you know what? I really want to try and... I've been stuck on this one level in Yars Recharged for months. And every couple of days, I'll boot it up on either the Switch... I bought the game on Switch and I made it all the way up to that level again. And I'm stuck there on Switch too. I'll boot it up on either Switch or on my VCS funny. And be like, all right, let's give it another go. I just cannot get past this level. I just can't do it. It's so freaking hard. And I just don't have the brain power to pull it off.
You'll get
it's
there.
Like it's not like cheap. It's just hard. It's just like I haven't figured out the strategy. There's some sort of strategy that I cannot wrap my head around to getting through this level, because I can tell there's a trick. There's all these like pods and guns all over the place, right?
Yeah.
And some of them, there's an order that you can blow these up that'll make the shield in front of the Zarlon cannon, the Quotile. There's some sort of order that'll make the shield in front of the Quotile disappear so you can hit it with the Zarlon cannon. But I have not figured out what that is. And the longer you spend on the level, the more dangerous it gets. So as I blow up all these things, it just becomes this absolute bullet hell that I just don't have the reaction time to deal with anymore.
Right.
I've come so close a couple of times. I've come so close a couple of times to finishing it, and I die every time. It drives me nuts. I also have to get back to Atari Mania. So I was talking to somebody in an Atari group on Facebook that was giving me some hints about the Easter eggs. I never did track down what the big Easter egg was in that game.
Yeah.
And it's got something to do with these symbols that are placed all over the game. And he told me to like write them down and then go to an elevator. And it's like, all right, I'm going to give this a try.
That's cryptic as fuck.
I got pretty far as far as like, I beat the game. God, that last boss was hard, but I pulled that shit off. And I'm still trying to beat, I think I have one last arcade machine to beat. And once I do that, then I'll have 100% completed the game. But I have to beat the final boss again in that arcade cabinet. And oh my God, that final boss is hard. And it's pattern recognition. It's like, it's not cheap. It's just like, you just got to know, you just got to practice and get there. But the problem is that you have to go through like a whole bunch of other really hard mini games to even get there in the first place. So like practicing it is not the easiest thing to do. Because you have to go through a lot of shit. The problem is that we're in our 40s.
Yeah. And that shit isn't as fucking easy as it used to be.
I've always loved video games. I've never been amazing at them. Like,
right.
I'm pretty good at them, but I've never been like pro level shit. So as I get older, it's just I can get any better. But anyway, moving on. The next news story is Retro Frog, a company that we work with. They released high quality composite cables, which I thought was really interesting. The gentleman who runs Retro Frog, Todd, has been working on these for quite some time. That everyone makes these fancy new cables that are like, here's some really nice high quality component cables or new HDMI cables. And he's like, nobody's making quality composite cables, because for older TVs, which is what a lot of retro fans play on, you're not going to plug in anything other than composite cables. Like that's where a lot of... But nobody's making... The only things you could buy are cheap garbage. So he went out of his way to make really high-quality ones. They just released... we started selling them on Black Friday. So today was... well, technically Wednesday was when the sale started. Was when we started officially selling them. And working on worldwide distribution and stuff. But I just thought that was a really neat idea. And I really want him to keep making them. Like, he's got composite cables for... a couple of platforms now. I think like the most popular ones. So like I think there's a Genesis one. I can't believe I didn't look this up already. Let me navigate our website real quick. Let me go to Retro Frog. And he does this really cool solder holder thing. I think that's neat. But anyway, that's not what I'm after. Come on. Keep your shit together. Why can't I find things? Here they are. So we've got AV cables for Genesis Model 2. Oh my God. My brain is just not working. Mm-hmm. It's just ceased to function. It's all over for me.
It's not what you want.
So it looks like Super Graphics, Turbo Graphics, Core Graphics, Super Graphics, and Duo, and then Genesis Model 2 cable. So he started with those.
That's really awesome.
I really would like him to do the... because we carry the simulated stereo AV cables for NES, but they're like generics. They're not like terrible quality. They're not like terrible quality cables, but they're not high quality cables. Yeah. Like, they're not like these ones, like the gold-plated, like, super awesome shit. I would love him to do the simulated stereo AV cables for NES, because I just think that's... I think that's super swell. I've always hated that the NES AV cables were not in stereo, and this just splits it for you. So they're not like, organized where things are coming out of one speaker and another, but it's just like, at least it's playing out of both speakers, which makes me super happy. But you know what? More than anything, if he's going to be... what somebody needs to make is high-quality controller extensions. Because nobody makes quality controller extensions. And I know a lot of people go for wireless controllers on the retro consoles, and that's super cool. Yeah. But I still prefer to use my OEM controllers. And I just don't like sitting that close to the TV, and my couch is not that close to the TV, so I always use controller extensions. But every controller extension just falls apart within a matter of weeks. Because they're just... Yeah,
they're not the most well-made things.
They're just not. Even the stuff that we sell on the site, like, it is cheap, so you're getting what you pay for there, but it's like... Yeah. I want us to be able to carry some high-quality controller extensions that are actually going to last. Because that's something that comes in handy, and like we sell a decent amount of controller extensions. So if Todd is going to be making high quality cables, take a swing at some extension cables. That would make me a happy guy. I think that's a great idea.
No, I do too. I've always, I found that even when I was a kid, I would like to be sitting somewhere else.
Yeah, my couch is back there.
Not right here. I don't want to be sitting on the fucking floor.
I remember in my old Funkoland days, getting a Saturn extension cable that lasted me for years. And they just don't make them like that anymore. The extension cables, they're just not high quality, and that makes me sad. Somebody should make really nice extension cables.
Should.
Well, last but not least, apparently, so some news broke earlier that the rumor was that the Knights of the Old Republic remake was donezo. It's just not happening. And apparently that has been rebutted. But not apparently somebody, they think maybe 2 people are still technically working on that game. And the same goes for the Prince of Persia Sands of Time remake, is also theoretically still in development. Neither of those games has been officially canceled. I couldn't believe it. In fact, I don't believe it. I think they're full of shit, but...
No, I think so too. Which makes me so fucking sad. Man, I really wanted that Knights of the Old Republic remake.
I really wanted that Prince of Persia remake. Well, I don't know that I wanted that Prince of Persia remake, because I didn't think the trailer looked all that good, but I would really like them to do... I think a nice fancy remake of Sands in Time would be really, really cool, because that game's amazing.
It is a really, really good fucking game. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Absolutely wild. Well, there you go. That's week-old news. That's what was happening last week when you're listening to this podcast. But for now, it's time for us to take ourselves a quick break. And when we come back, we are going to flail uncontrollably, attempting to make a starter kit for Xbox One, a platform that Dan and I are clearly experts on. You're listening to the Stone Age Gamer podcast from geekade.com. Stick around.
We are Safe at Home, the leading dog rescue in the heart of New Jersey. Are you searching for a loyal companion, a dog that will bring love and joy to your home? Look no further than Safe at Home. At Safe at Home, we believe in giving every dog a second chance. We rescue, rehabilitate, and find loving forever homes for dogs in need, right here in the Garden State. Our dogs are ready to make a lasting impact on your life. Each one has a unique story, a wagging tail, and an incredible capacity for love. When you adopt from Safe at Home, you're not just gaining a pet, you're becoming a part of our family. Our dedicated team ensures a seamless adoption process, providing ongoing support and guidance. With New Jersey's beautiful parks, beaches, and trails, you and your new furry friend will have endless opportunities for adventures and cherished memories. Safe at Home relies on the support of compassionate individuals like you. Your donations and volunteer work enable us to continue saving lives and finding forever homes for these amazing dogs. Join us in creating a safer, happier community for dogs in New Jersey. Together we can make a difference and give every dog the chance to feel safe at home. Visit our website or call us now to learn about how you can be a part of the Safe at Home mission. Safe at Home, because every dog deserves to be loved and protected. www.safeathomerescue.org.
Hi everyone, Kris here. Podcast listening is free, but podcast creation is not. That's why the Geekade Patreon exists. In an effort to help us pay the bills, we've got a Patreon page set up where you can gain access to our monthly podcast topic schedule, get early access to many of our shows, and more. If you'd like to help support Geekade and keep these shows running week after week, head over to the Geekade Patreon page, linked in the show notes of this very podcast. Okay,
how many
we're
games
back.
do you have? Sorry.
Let's see. We're back, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 11 games.
Oh, I have 10.
All right, look at that. So we're doing the Xbox One starter kit. This is the final starter kit. We're finally done with this exercise in insanity, which has been really fun. I've been really enjoying it.
It really has.
I'm sad that we're ending on a system that Dan and I know just about nothing about.
Well,
like I have an Xbox One, but I have like 4 games for it.
To be fair, we were going to end on the PS3, but then you fuckers were like, do more. Like,
and so
fine.
We decided to do it.
And
this
so
is
we did.
But this is as far as we go. This is where it ends. And
nope, surprise, January, ooh-yah.
Ooh-yah starter kit. Don't.
That's right. Don't.
Buy $100 worth of ground beef instead.
You make a fucking chopped cheese. That'd be way better use of your time than a fucking ooh-yah. Anyway.
But yes, we're going to do this, and then I'm going to go to bed, and then tomorrow I'm going to Christmasify my house, and I'm so excited about it. I got my fake Christmas tree down here because I forgot when I went upstairs. It's like, oh, right, I have a Christmas tree for the basement now, too, that I cover in my video game stuff. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm going to watch Mr. Magoo's Christmas Carol. I'm going to play my new records.
It's good stuff.
'Tis the season. But yes, so this whole thing was if you had $100 to start a physical collection for any specific platform, you already have the system itself, you already have whatever accessories you need. Which games should you get? What's the most bang for your buck? Obviously, we're not specifically recommending that you go out and buy a bunch of loose discs. This is just an exercise in entertainment. And I'm realizing now that I forgot to tell the Discord, so I'm sorry.
Surprise, fuckers.
Surprise! I'm sure everybody can send us their lists and we'll read them next week. But for now, we came up with our lists. We are woefully undereducated on this platform, even though I own one through the good grace of our listeners, which I have spent a very decent chunk of time on. I'm very thrilled to have the platform, but the time I've spent on it.
You used it to play Star Wars.
I used it to play Star Wars. I used it to play Rare Replay. I used it to play Vampire Survivors for a number of hours. I used to play NHL with my friends online. And there's no physical Vampire Survivors, and I can't very well recommend you go out and buy NHL 19 unless you have a group of friends to play it with online. So those 2 games did not make the cut off my list. Did everything else? We're going to find out. So, Dan, I guess I should go first since I have one more.
Yeah, you've got one more.
My first pick was, excuse me, super easy. Barely an inconvenience. And that's for a whopping $6, Doom. Doom 2016 is such a good game, and as much as I loved it on Switch, it's even better on Xbox One.
Yeah, I would imagine it would be.
Yeah. And again, it's fucking great on Switch. I'm very impressed with it, but the game looks and runs spectacular on Xbox One. And I'm sure Doom Eternal is great too. Still haven't gotten around to playing it because I really don't know why. I own it on the Xbox. I got it, and then I never fucking played it, even though I really want to.
That's weird.
I should do that next year.
That is weird. You should.
I just got to find the time. But yeah, the original Doom, Doom 2016 for $6 is a phenomenal game, and if you're going to play it somewhere, this is greatest place as any.
Well, that did not make my list, Chris.
You son of a bitch.
I made my list. I made my list today. And I approached it, I was telling you earlier, I'll tell everybody else now. I approached it from the fact of I do not have an Xbox One. The last Xbox system that I had, was a 360. All right. So I skipped last generation's Xbox. And I thought about this of, okay, if I were gifted an Xbox One, or if I picked up an Xbox One, however I came across one of these things, what are the games that I would most be interested in checking out on this platform? So for the most part, minus the first game that I have on my list, I believe these are all exclusive. Yeah, they are. These are all exclusive to the Xbox platform. And these are things that I would want to check out. The first one, however, for a whopping $3, according to price charting as of today, was Bridge Constructor Portal. That game's fucking awesome. Oh,
that's
just a super
exclusive.
Fun little game. No, that one is that's the only one on here that's not exclusive. But I was at $96 with my exclusives and was like, fuck it. Bridge Constructor Portal, it's a great game. It's $3. It's super, super fun. I love that kind of, that like building in the abstract building type games. Elefunk was one, like on the PS3 way back in the day, that I thought was really cool. Bridge Constructor is super cool, but you put portals in there and it's like, whoa, fuck yes. Super duper into it.
I didn't know that got a physical release. That's fucking great. No, that game is wonderful.
That's what price charting says.
I think I made it all the way up to the last level of that one, then never beat it. I remember getting all the way up to the last level and then looking at it and saying,
nope. No. Never mind.
I just looked at it and I said, I know what you want me to do, and I'm not doing it. This is too much work. It's just this level. I made it all the way here. I'm out.
I'm done.
Maybe someday I will pick this back up and do this level when I have the brain power. And that's actually where I'm at with that other game, Colored Effects, that came out. I reviewed it on the site. I think it's a great game. But like, I actually did play that a little bit at my in-laws yesterday. I was like, all right, let me take a swing at this level, because I had looked at the level and then just noped the fuck out almost immediately. And then I got, there's 4 keys. I can get 2. But not the other 2. And then I can get those other 2, but not those other 2. Like, I was like, all right, I got these 2. Let me start over again. And then I figured out how to get the other 2. And I was like, oh, but shit, now I can't get those 2. Fuck. Can't figure it out. I'll get there eventually. But like, yeah, that's the similar kind of game. You just look at it and be like, all right, I think I know how to figure this out. But figuring out is going to be hard. So I'm going to stop. But yeah, Bridge Constructor Portal is a phenomenal game. Phenomenal game. Well worthy of the Portal name. And I don't say that shit lightly. You still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
No, okay. You just went really quiet.
No, I couldn't hear you. I lost your audio. I was just texting to the message. I heard I could get 2 keys, and then that was it. And I thought something really bad happened. I watched a movie about alien abduction last night, and I got really scared.
Just been here yapping my ass off. But yes, I was saying that Bridge Constructor Portal is a phenomenal game, an excellent pick, and well worthy of the Portal name, which is not something that I say lightly.
No, definitely not. Right? Like, that's a big fucking swing.
Yeah, Portal's one of the best games ever made, and that this game is well deserving of it is a high praise. Next game is on my list is one that I have never played in my life, but I just assume this is an important part of the Xbox lifestyle, and I just went with the most recent one, I think. Forza Motorsport 5 Game of the Year Edition for $8.
All right.
I have nothing to say about it.
It is a racing game. That's a pretty good racing game. On my list,
I still don't know what a Forza is. I don't know what a Forza is.
I don't either.
Is that a kind of car? Is that a racetrack?
Yes. It's all of those things.
It's a sandwich?
Because the next one on my list is Forza Horizon 3.
Oh,
for $9. Yeah.
Is Horizon better than Motorsport? You tell me.
According to Metacritic, it is.
Well, son of a bitch. I'm sticking with my Motorsport. It's got more syllables. Motorsport, Horizon. Does. No, it doesn't. No, it really doesn't. Horizon is still the same number. Yeah, but I got a 5 in mine. What do you got on yours?
A 3.
Yeah, see, I win.
Yeah, 5 is definitely bigger. That is the bigger of the 2 numbers. You are not wrong.
Speaking of 5, for $6 whole next on my leaks list is another game I've never played, but I'm sure it has lots of thick-ass necks in it, and that's Gears 5. Not Gears of War 5, just Gears 5.
Gears 5.
$6.
Well, next on my list, Chris, is
Come
not
on, you
Gears
got nothing
of War.
To say about Gears 5? What do you got?
No, because also for $6, and I can't believe you went with Gears 5 over this, Gears of War Ultimate Edition and Rare Replay, the doubler for $6.
Oh, I didn't know that existed. My goodness.
Yeah.
Fuck
I missed that. Change your list.
No can do. Sorry.
Really? You're not going to get Rare Replay and Gears for...
I don't know what else to do with the money. I've got no
It's the same price. It's the same price.
I get it. But then I would have extra money and no way to spend it.
How would you have extra money? It's the same
because Rare Replay's on my... Rare Replay is on my
I'm sorry.
list.
All right, we'll talk about it in a minute then. Fucking thick-ass necks. I have played the original Gears of War and 2 and maybe 3. I don't know. I was in Florida. It was a weird time. I was on one of my things.
I played Gears 1. That's a solid game. I liked it.
It's solid. It's fun.
I'm terrible at it.
It's brutal. Yeah, like it's over the top. I like it.
It's brutal.
It's over the top.
It's graceful. Yeah. It's feed the shark.
Yeah, I like it, and I thought for $6, the Gears of War Ultimate Edition and Rare Replay, like comboing those two together, that seemed like a good idea.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing it.
All right, do it.
I say you need those 2 boxes on your shelf because I literally have no idea what else to spend the money on. Fuck it, NHL 19. There you go. How much is NHL 19?
$3. We'll talk more about Rare Replay in a minute then. What you got next?
Holy shit, it was $3.
Oh my God, enough. Was it really?
It's actually $3. Awesome. Way to go.
That's great.
It's still not enough to cover it.
It's not. Get NHL 19 and 20. Get them both.
Stop coughing. Stop coughing. Fucking hell.
Yeah, really. Enough now. Enough, Kris.
Next on my list is Halo the Master Chief Collection for $15.
Oh, mine too. Mine too. Yep.
Good talk.
Yeah, I mean, I have honestly, I have never been a big Halo fan. I have like legitimately tried.
I think I did too. Yeah, I got with the Master Chief Collection on the Xbox One. I was like, I think I get it. It's not for me, but I think I get it.
Yeah, like I still don't, and I don't even care if I ever do. But like I did try a bunch of times, and I feel like that might be the one that would like maybe put it, if there was going to be one where I'd be like, oh, okay, all right, I see what you're doing there. That would be the one. And $15 because it's Halo 1, 2, 3, and 4, right?
I think it's just 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, is it? I don't know.
I don't know.
3 is the one that I liked the most, but isn't 2 the most well loved? Am I wrong on that?
I think 2's multiplayer is the most well loved.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
The Master Chef Collection contains. Oh, it does have 4. Look at this. It's got.
Okay, yeah, I thought so.
6 games. Holy shit, are you serious? We've got Halo, Halo Reach, Halo 1, Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo 3 ODST, and Halo 4. Wow.
Yeah, all right.
That's a very good deal. Yeah, that's a solid deal. Sheer quantity. Look at that. It's hot. All right, well, the next game on my list is Killer Instinct the Combo Breaker Pack for $13.
Oh, wait, stop. Pause. Because I have one before that.
Oh, go ahead.
And I lied. It's actually, this one is on PS4 as well. That is also for $15. Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice.
Oh, I actually thought about that one. Did you know that's on Switch too?
Yeah, I am looking at that now and seeing that it's on Switch.
It is astonishingly good looking.
Really?
It is like, what fucking magic did you use to make this game look this good on Switch?
I don't know. But yeah, that's wild. Because this is a really good-looking game. I really do... Like, I legitimately still want to play this game. The reason that I put it as, like, an Xbox quote-unquote exclusive is because Microsoft now owns Ninja Theory, the people who made this game. And I have liked the games that I've played from Ninja Theory before, like Heavenly Sword and Enslaved, I think was the other one. Just really like solid, good action games. This one looked even cooler. Like I was super into this one and don't know why I never got it. Maybe like you, I will work on this next year.
Yeah, it's got to. It does look interesting.
Yeah.
I forget what it was. What I was thinking when I saw it. I remember seeing this for the first time and being like, wow, I really can't believe how good this game looks. Like, it's really, really impressive. And then I think they just dropped it during a Nintendo Direct, that the Switch version was out. I was like, what? Like this can't be real. I'm looking at this PS4 Switch comparison video right now, and it's just like yeah, you can tell it's a little bit less, but like not what you would expect. Like, we're not talking Mortal Kombat 1 here. Like, this is freakishly good looking.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like a solid action game with like cool psychological horror stuff in it. I don't know why I haven't played it yet, if we're being perfectly honest.
Yeah, it does seem relatively up your alley.
Yeah, really does. All right.
Well, yeah,
Moving
Killer
on.
Instinct was my other pick. I think Killer Instinct is pretty awesome. Yeah.
I fucking love Killer
costumes,
Instinct.
But once you get past the less than spectacular newer designs, there's a pretty solid fighting game under there. And I'm terrible at it, but I really like watching professional, like pro level Killer Instinct play is really, really interesting to watch. Like, I think it's great.
Yeah, I'd be super into it. Like, I loved Killer Instinct. Loved it. Game was so fucking cool, and it was just fucking cool. Like, it was a really fun game to play. And then it just went away. It just stayed away forever. Which, I mean, I suppose I'm happy about, because would I have wanted, like, I mean, no, I guess I would have wanted. I forgot they did do the Killer Instinct 64. So yeah, like, I would have wanted the GameCube one.
Yeah, like Killer Instinct 2 was really cool. I played a ton of it was gold when it was on N64, which is like an enhanced version of KI2 in the arcades. But yeah, I played a ton of both Killer Instinct 1 and 2, and I was just really hoping that series was going to stick around, and then Rare kind of didn't. Rare kind of fell apart,
They really did, man. Like, it's such an interesting timeline that they've been on. It's really strange.
Yeah, and they seem to be kind of like Rare didn't make the new Killer Instinct.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah,
there's so many great properties. God, I wish Nintendo would have just bought them.
Yeah,
it's one of those things that will always bother me. Like, I understand that maybe there were things about the company that they didn't necessarily feel that they needed, but even still, just to buy the IPs, like, those IPs are so Nintendo. Like, Killer Instinct is so closely related to Nintendo because the original arcade game was like, coming soon to your Nintendo Ultra 64, Killer Instinct. Like, it was inextricably linked to Nintendo. That was like their thing. And like, the fucking Battletoads was a Nintendo thing. I know it showed up everywhere, but like, when you think of Battletoads, you think of the NES game because that was the most popular one. All the shit that they did with Donkey Kong Country, Banjo-Kazooie, Conker's Bad Fur Day, like, Rare is such a Nintendo thing. And if they had owned those properties, that would have been very interesting to see if they would do anything with them. But, we live in this timeline where they went to Microsoft and they did Grabbed by the Ghoulies, and then they got stuck on Kinect games for ages. They made a Banjo-Kazooie game that nobody liked, and then and now they are where they are, where they're just doing Sea of Thieves. But yeah, so I got Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain on here for $5.
All right, I do not have that because I imagine that my next game is your next game, and that would be Ori and the Will of the Wisps for $14.
I went Blind Forest for $15.
Okay. Either way,
just because I like Blind Forest better than Will of the Wisps. Like, I can actually speak to experience in this one. I loved Blind Forest. I played that one through to completion, and then for some reason, Will of the Wisps didn't grab me the same way. Like, it started to feel like a chore about halfway through the game, and I'm not really sure why. Because I honestly don't remember why, but I remember Blind Forest being just a spectacular experience top to bottom. And I know a lot of people like Will of the Wisp better, but for some reason it didn't grab me the same way. So I went with Blind Forest because I think that game is genuinely fantastic. Yeah,
I don't know. I feel like I need to have one of the two of them at some point. I need to play through it.
Oh yeah, you do. I mean, I would definitely start with the first one. They seem
right up my alley. Yeah.
The second one is kind of a continuation of it, so I would definitely say start with the first one. A good hold me over until Silk Song.
Fuck you. Don't say shit like that out loud. It's not happening. I've decided.
No, it's
just not going to happen.
It's going to be it's going to be a racing game or something.
Oh God! Actually, I hope that's what it is at this point. I do. I hope it is just something that I am not interested in.
No, it's going to be. You know that they went so overboard with it. That's got to be what it is. Because like the game,
that's what fucking scares me. You know,
and they're just going to work on it until they get it right, and then the game's going to be like 850 hours long, and it's going to be one of the best games ever made, and 4 people will finish it. Like nobody will ever see the end of this game.
Oh, God damn it! Yeah.
Next game on my list is Rare Replay. It's $7. I know you can get it with the Gears thing that Dan said before, but pretending that doesn't exist, which is what I'm doing. Rare Replay for $7. It's all the Rare games from Nintendo that you love, except now on an Xbox. With the word Nintendo removed from all of them. You can collect the letters champion in RC Pro-Am. You can see the sort of not black box artwork for Slalom. And you can play a couple of the Xbox games like Viva Pinata while you're at it. But yeah,
I mean, I think it's cool that they included those in there too.
It's all part of Rare's history. You know, it's a really good collection of Rare's history. And any place that you like having access to friggin' RC Pro-Am 2 and Cobra Triangle, like these games never saw re-releases anywhere except for Rare Replay, and it's a great way to play these really great games. And that reminds me, that was another piece of news. A Jet Force Gemini is coming in NSO.
That's pretty cool.
That's a shocker to me because that's another Rare game.
Yeah.
The Jet Force Gemini, I believe, is on Rare Replay, but like the fact that that's coming to NSO. So like, how big is this deal that they have going with Microsoft to have games on NSO? Because now we've got Banjo-Kazooie and GoldenEye, and now we've got Jet Force Gemini as well. So if we're now opening up the floodgates for just Rare games showing up on NSO, like we could see Blast Corps, we could see Killer Instinct maybe, because in Japan, they're releasing a new version of the app for adult-rated games, which the GoldenEye is going to be part of. Yeah, GoldenEye had a higher rating in Japan than it had here in the States. So theoretically, we could get an M-rated N64 app here.
We don't care about violence in the States, but God forbid you see a titty.
How very dare you.
God forbid.
So if we get that M-rated one, then we could see Killer Instinct. Like, we could see Killer Instinct Gold. We could see Conker's Bad Fur Day. Like,
that would be...
Could be
interesting. That would be exciting.
Would be. But yeah, Rare Replay. Big old thumbs up. $7. What's your next pick?
My next pick is Quantum Break.
Okay. I've heard
Quantum
of that.
Break, made by the people who made Remedy, or not who made Remedy, the people Remedy who made fucking Alan Wake and Max Payne. They've made some good games. Quantum Break is that kind of like story-driven, single-player focused like experience that I tend to gravitate towards. It stars Shawn Ashmore, I believe. I could be wrong on that.
Iceman?
Yeah, I think so. Hold on. Now I got to double check because now I'm thinking maybe I got the wrong person. Pretty sure it was Shawn Ashmore. Quantum Break cast. No, yeah, it's Shawn Ashmore. Dominic Monaghan does a voice in it. Lance Reddick, Aidan Gillen. Like, it's got a fucking huge cast. And it by all measures of the internet anyway, it's a really good game. Yeah, I'm into it. I would want to check it out, and it's fucking $7.
That's not a lot of dollars.
That's not a lot of dollars. I have more than that in my wallet for once right now. I usually never have cash. But
I have $5 in singles.
Ugh. Terrible.
All right. Well, next on my list is Sea of Thieves for $12 because people
too.
seem to like that game.
Yeah. And I just want to know what it's about.
About pirates. It's Monkey Island DLC.
I fucking like pirates. Yeah.
I like Monkey Island.
Big fan of pirates.
Yeah.
Monkey Island's all right. You know.
All right. Well,
right.
Then I guess I'll move on.
Last game?
I got two left.
All right. What do you got?
Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Who doesn't love sliding down hills over and over again for $7?
Super fun.
Yeah. Love it. I like that game. It's a good game. It's not a great game, but it's a good game. $7.
It's a great,
people like Star Wars.
I disagree. I think it's a great game.
I know most people do. I don't know.
Yeah.
Not me.
I thought it was great. I am very much liking the sequel. But my last game on my list, Chris, is the $5 Sunset Overdrive.
Hey, that was my last game too.
Yeah. I mean, I figured it might be Insomniac, like a just identifiably PlayStation company making a game for Xbox, an exclusive game for Xbox that looked really cool and really fucking fun, and I was kind of bummed out that I didn't get to play it. For $5 seems like kind of a no-brainer, right?
Yeah. It's a neat looking game.
Yeah. I mean, that is we just cannot go any more in depth than that on this list because we would be lying to you. And while we do that frequently, at least Kris does, I know that with his wildly inaccurate Mario videos, the spirit of this particular segment would not allow us to lie to you. So give me your rundown, Kris, one more time. What do you got, top to bottom? Because it's basically the same list I have.
I've got Doom, Forza Motorsport 5, Gears 5, Halo the Master Chief Collection, Killer Instinct Combo Breaker Pack, Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, Ori and the Blind Forest Definitive Edition, Rare Replay, Sea of Thieves, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, and Sunset Overdrive.
Yep, and I had yes, that's what I had, as well as Bridge Constructor Portal, Horizon, fuck me, Forza Horizon, not Verizon, I don't know what that is, Forza Horizon 3, Gears of War Ultimate Edition, and Rare Replay, Halo the Master Chief Collection, Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice, Killer Instinct Combo Breaker Pack, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, Quantum Break, Sea of Thieves, Sunset Overdrive, for a total of $99 US.
Cool.
That's it, Kris. We're done. We did it. We did the damn thing.
We did for years.
We started
end of an era.
This with the Atari 2600, and we have worked our way to the X-Bone. It's been a lot, Kris. It's been a lot of this shit.
It has been a lot. I'm actually kind of distracted right now because I put on a video of Combo Breaker 2023, which is a Killer Instinct tournament. It's the top 8 finals. I forgot that the fucking Rash the Battletoad was one of the characters, and I don't think I've ever actually seen somebody use him properly, and it is fucking weird. Sticks out like a sore thumb, but it's kind of hilarious.
Yeah, it's kind of awesome.
But yeah, I find this game mesmerizing. It's so cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
It's been really cool. It's been a really fun segment, and we will replace it with something. We don't know yet.
Dan's had a handful of good ideas, and we're going to pick one of them, but not tonight because I need to stop talking because the more I talk, the more I cough.
Yes.
So with that said, thanks for listening, everybody, and that is our show. Join us next week when we'll be doing this month's Alphabet Super Series with Incredible Crisis for the PlayStation, representing the letter I. It's an incredibly bizarre game. Intensely bizarre.
Yeah.
Can't wait to play it. I haven't touched it, and it's been years. I'm really excited. But yeah, we're on most social media platforms, and if you want to get in touch with us, we aren't very difficult to find. All it takes is a quick look at our show notes, and you'll see links to our social media accounts, as well as all manner of other fun stuff, like a link to our namesake, StoneAgeGamer.com, and more useful links than you can shake a joystick at. Excuse me. If you'd like to get early access to this show's episodes, as well as a bevy of other shows on the Geekade Podcast Network, check out our Patreon, also linked to in the show notes. It helps keep this show running week after week, and all our patrons are loved and appreciated. This show's theme song, Squared Roots, was written by Banjo Guy Ali. You can learn all about his wonderful music and more by following the link to his YouTube channel, also in the show notes. And finally, as always, we'd like to thank our intrepid editor, Evan, for making this show listenable for all you folks. We'd like to thank all you folks for listening in the first place. That is it. On behalf of Dan and myself, keep playing games.